Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Detroit Lions. And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time to DeAndre Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good. Because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
And a Rams first down.
Now Goff. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Well, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Third down, here's a run by Akers. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
For the field goal, a 32-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. And they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
From the 45 on second down, Bridgewater. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 1.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. And this is caught. He hits Moore. Touchdown, Detroit. David Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Goff will throw complete to Cam Akers. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First down, Rams.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 38. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains, didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Akers. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down now, Akers. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
To throw is gone. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd down, Akers. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Well, design run for their wideout. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Robert Woods. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Bridgewater throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And from Galladay, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by John Johnson.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field, you take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Oh, nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Rams.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun. Gone. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
9-yard line.
A shotgun snap for goal. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Julian Okwara. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Third down. Third and long.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long. Goff. Being chased out left. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Looking right side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Down back at the 34-yard line.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. The ball popped in the air, intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because You know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Here's the ball carrier.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down now, Akers. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll run this with Akers. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Akers, the ball carrier.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Going right back to Akers. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now a toss running left, Akers. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Brings up 3rd down.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. He's brought down by Terrell Burgess.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 45 on second down, Bridgewater, throw left side complete. That's more. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. From the gun, here's Swift. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Here's Swift. And a short gain here down to the 22. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They go play action. Bridgewater. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On first down, Swift. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. His pass caught at the 4. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run with Swift. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. One more time with Swift. And this time he is in. DeAndre Swift hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And now if they convert the extra point, the Lions will have the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Here's Goff. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's a 42, making a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Lions 21, Rams 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
George on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now gone. Flushed out right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 14. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
For the extra point.
A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they're going to bring him down just past the 15, and a flag down as well.
Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They'll run here with Akers.
He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now a run with Akers.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On second down, Akers. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on third, Goff. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Goff now looking to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Jeff Okudah. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Lions. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
2nd and 7.
At the 22-yard line.
Now Goff, rolling to his right.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether we're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.